The Conservative government's attacks on, quote, lefty lawyers are attacks on the system of law on which we rely. The Law Society's president has said by using language like this, they're undermining the rule of law and they're undermining trust in the legal profession, the legal system, and the justice system. And many people, like, for example, Jacqueline Mackenzie, have been singled out for abuse. She's been getting really abusive emails. She works as a head of asylum and immigration at the law firm Lee Day, and she's portrayed in the propaganda as a crony of Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer. It may not be true, doesn't really matter, but she's getting emails, abusive emails like, I'm going to drown you, I'm going to cut your throat, go back to where you came from, and so on. The point is, the law is there to challenge the holes in the law, to identify the holes in the law. That's what a good lawyer does. A good lawyer identifies where the law doesn't work, or where the law supports a particular point of view. So if the law isn't functioning, it's not the lefty lawyers who are to blame, it's the inadequate lawmakers who are to blame. So when Suella Braverman and Rishi Sunak point to lefty lawyers, they are in fact ridiculing themselves, or should be. And the Law Society needs to take a very firm hand about this. Mr. Sunak was speaking to the House of Commons in March, and he referred to Keir Starmer as just another lefty lawyer in our way. But Sir Keir Starmer had been in charge of the... he was the Director of Public Prosecutions. He was a centre part of our legal framework. Suella Braverman talked about an activist blob of left-wing lawyers, civil servants and the Labour Party. Simply because this government can't sort out its immigration problem. Can't sort out its immigration problem because it isn't doing the work, because it's lazy. And although there are scurrilous legal firms, and the Solicitors Regulation Authority has closed down 3 firms in a very recent and very quick period of time, and we're told that the Solicitors Regulation Authority, the SRA, was shocked by the apparent behaviour of those solicitors identified. Well, I could identify solicitors or lawyers like that. I've been identifying them for the past 20-odd years. I saw it in evidence. I saw it clearly when I was living in Greece, and I have no doubt that the same sort of system is evident here, is active here, and it is, surprise, surprise. The overwhelming majority of lawyers in this country do an extremely important and valuable job. To identify them as lefty lawyers who are poking holes in the plans of the government is to misunderstand the law. And the language which is being used by our government is language that undermines the rule of law, fundamentally. And Suella Braverman is leading that charge. It's one of the reasons I think Suella Braverman is unfit for office. She's supposed to be a lawyer. She's undermining everything that she was trained in. She's wrong.